Hi guys and welcome to Prediction Week 24. It's midweek action and we start with Arsenal versus Cardiff. I actually don't think we played that badly on Friday against Manchester United. Obviously we had more chances than Manchester United, but they just took theirs. We wasn't clinical enough. I don't really get what all the meltdown is on Twitter and Emery out and all this crap. To be fair, I don't actually think we played that bad. We just didn't take our chances, and we just wasn't clinical enough. And in the end, we just kept trying to, walk the ball in. And even Jermaine Genius was suggesting, that maybe Arsenal need to just try a different structure now. They're trying to make it look, all nice and all this, that, the other. Trying to make it look like the perfect goal is the word you used. They're trying to make it look like the perfect goal. Sometimes you just got to just do the job and just shoot from just take a shot. And I think that's the problem that Arsenal just had on Friday. To be honest with you, I don't want to use the word like I'm happy to be out of the FA Cup, but the FA Cup wasn't really our goal for this year. I think our goal for this year was to be capitalise from last year. We finished 6th last year, so if you finish 5th, that's obviously that's progress from last year. You had a new manager in charge. I'm not saying that 5th is a good position for us. At a push, we would have been saying maybe you can get 4th and we're 3 points off that at the moment. So I actually think Emery's doing quite well, and we needed to sacrifice something. As I say, I'm not happy that we did lose, but we needed to sacrifice something. Because we've got the Europa League, and then obviously we're trying to chase Chelsea down, for the 4th place. So we didn't really need the FA Cup. We haven't really got the squad. So maybe, getting out of the FA Cup has done us more good than bad, really. But that will tell at the end of the season. On to the game tomorrow. Obviously, we know that Cardiff will be fighting. They're fighting for points. I was on an hour in between Arsenal winning 1-0, but then I thought Arsenal don't keep clean sheets. So I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Cardiff 1. And like I say, Arsenal don't keep clean sheets, but joking aside, Cardiff are fighting, so obviously they're going to be coming forward a lot, which is going to leave a lot of space at the back for us to, deploy. So that could cost them. So for that game, I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Cardiff 1. And also, just going back to the Man United game as well, I actually think we were doing quite well until Socrates and Loic Koscielny came. We've actually lost 3 defenders in 2 games, and key players as well. So and it doesn't help that we can't buy any players in this January transfer window. So it is going to be tough for us, and that's why I say we needed to sacrifice something because we just haven't got the squad. So for the game though, Arsenal 2, Cardiff 1, and stop melting down on Twitter. It's what I mean. It's not too bad. We're 3 points off 4th. So yeah, let's stick together. No point falling out now. While we're 3 points behind, we need to stick together and we need to back the team as much as possible and try and get as many points as possible on the board, so we can get that 4th place or possibly win the Europa League to get into the Champions League. Fulham versus Brighton. For this game, I'm going to go 1-1. Again, 2 teams that are fighting. Fulham haven't really, probably they've got a lot of, potential. But as I say, there's a reason why they're down the bottom. Again, probably for Arsenal, they don't take the chances. But obviously, they haven't got the quality that we have, so that's probably why they're in their position. I'm going to go for a lively game in this next one. We have Wolves versus West Ham. Now, I know that West Ham's just lost again, in the FA Cup. But for this one, we've seen Wolves against Leicester, we've seen them against Arsenal, we've seen them against Manchester United. They've been really good this season, Wolves. And I just fancy this one to be a really, really good, lively game. So for this one, I'm going to go Wolves 3, West Ham 2. So let's hope so. Huddersfield versus Everton next. Again, Everton, knocking them in. Just got knocked out of the FA Cup to Millwall, and that was stupid as well. People, it's stupid fighting, but it's also stupid, people sitting there filming it as well. It's just really stupid. But for the game, I'm going to go Huddersfield 1, Everton 2. As I say, Everton want to get back to winning ways, and not saying that Huddersfield's going to be an easy task, but you would expect them to win this one. So 2-1 for me. At 8 o'clock, we have Newcastle versus Manchester City. Newcastle fans, you might want to look away now. I know you're at home, but I do think that this will be a game for a walk in the park for Manchester City. So I'm going to go Newcastle 1, Manchester City 4. Once Manchester City score, they just don't stop scoring, do they? And it actually scares me that Arsenal's got them on Sunday with our defensive crisis. So that's going to be interesting how I predict that one on Friday. The other 8 o'clock game for tomorrow is Manchester United versus Burnley. Doing well, Manchester United. As I say, we can't keep saying that they haven't been tested yet because they have played Spurs. They won that one. They played Arsenal on Friday. They've won that one. Even though we did have a lot of chances, but that's not their fault. They took theirs. So I don't think we can keep saying they haven't played anyone. But I do think that, I always say that it depends how you bounce back. I want to see how Solskjaer does. After they lose a game, let's see how they bounce back. You always find out how your team is and the character of your team. When you lose the game and see what it does to your confidence and how you bounce back and how you react to that. So that's going to be really interesting to see. And they've got some really important games coming up. So Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal in the league. So let's see. And teams are actually really going for it, and when it really matters. So we shall see. But for the game, I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Burnley 0. On to Wednesday's kickoffs. We have Southampton versus Crystal Palace. Good win for Crystal Palace yesterday in the FA Cup, knocking Tottenham out of the FA Cup. And I'm going to let them continue that winning run. I'm going to go Southampton 0, Crystal Palace 2. We then have Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Again, this could be a tough test for Chelsea. That Bournemouth, especially at Bournemouth, and they can give you a really, really good test. I do think Bournemouth will score, but I think Chelsea have the quality to see it off. So I'm going to go Bournemouth 1, Chelsea 2. At 8 o'clock, we have Liverpool versus Leicester. I'm going to go for another lively game in this one. Okay, I know that Liverpool don't really concede goals like they used to, like with the Suarez team and that. But for this one, Leicester's one of those bogey teams, aren't they? Everyone practically has these games against Leicester. I practically go 2-2 for Leicester nearly every single week. So for this one, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to go Liverpool 3, Leicester 2, the same as the Wolves game. So let's hope we have a really good midweek action thriller. That's what I always just say. And at 8 o'clock, we have Tottenham versus Watford, the other 8 o'clock game. Spurs versus Watford. And as I say, Tottenham being knocked out of the FA Cup. They're running low now. They got knocked out of the Carabao Cup as well on penalties. So they're starting to run low now on their strikers and their team. Dele Alli being injured as well. But I do think, I was going to say at home, but at Wembley, which is their home this season, I'm going to go them to just about nick it. I'm going to go Tottenham 2, Watford 1. So that's my predictions for this weekend, guys. And I'll see you Thursday or Friday for the weekend's predictions. Thank you for watching, guys.